Welcome, my friends. Find your comfortable seat. On the edge of a blanket is always nice. Helps to encourage a forward tilt of your pelvis, making sitting a little bit easier. Let your palms rest on your thighs. Palms facing down to ground you, or palms facing up to receive. Notice your crown reaching towards the sky, shoulders away from the ear, and try to find a comfortable seat. One where you can soften the gaze in your eyes, feel your connection to Mother Earth, and begin to notice your breath. Feel the breath in the belly. Let your belly fill up like a balloon, and let that air, that prana, move up towards your rib cage, your side body, and all the way up to your chest. And then slowly begin your exhale. From the chest down to the side body, all the way down to the belly. Feeling your navel draw back towards your spine. A few rounds of this deep 3-part breath, Dirga Pranayam. Always noticing, always feeling, always watching your breath. Letting your breath be a source of nourishment. The fuel that guides you along your poses. Inhale and exhale. Feeling the warmness of the breath as you inhale through the nostrils, and the coolness of the breath as you exhale in the same way. Notice the air on your face, the sounds around you, and set your intention, your sankapa. Lower your chin to your chest. Let your gaze move from right to left, warming the neck muscles very gently, very slowly. Again to the right and to the left. Let your gaze come to neutral and tip your head to the right, towards the right shoulder, and then in the opposite direction. One more time towards the right, and then towards the left. Feeling a different activation in your neck muscles. Open and close your fists, letting all the joints of your fingers, your ligaments in your hands be activated. Circle your hands in one direction, circle them in the opposite direction. Preparing for your asana. Extend your arms from your torso and begin to roll your shoulders forward and back, activating your fingers, feeling the energy from your biceps to your triceps to your shoulders, and then join your hands and circle your torso in one direction. Feeling a gentle extension of the spine as you move forward to the right, back and to the left. Reverse your circle and do the same. Let the spine move freely. Let the spine move gently. Come to stillness and uncross your legs. Remove your blanket if you were sitting on one and come to a table position. Wrists under shoulders, belly towards your spine. And bend your right leg behind your left knee and then extend it, warming the body, stretching the body. Feeling the extension when you extend. And then after a few rounds, just gaze over your foot, gaze over your left shoulder. Hold the stretch, and then move the right knee in to meet the left. A few rounds of cat-cow, feeling the spine move, the vertebrae, inhaling and exhaling. Return to stillness, and then do the same with your left leg. Bend your knee behind your right leg, extend your left leg long, feeling the extension, feeling your leg bend. Hold the bent knee behind your right leg. gaze over your right shoulder. Try and gaze down to your foot. Feeling the length, feeling the leg extend. And then a few more rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling the undulation of the spine. Come to stillness and begin to stretch. The right arm inhales up and underneath the left arm. Thread the needle, but with an extension. And then after a few rounds, come down onto your cheek. Extend your left arm. Extend your left leg. Roll your shoulder back. And just give your muscles in your shoulder a good working. You can bind your left arm behind you. Soften your gaze. Feel the stretch in your body. Feel the shoulder muscles being activated. Then press into your mat with your left hand. Move your left leg back in to meet the right. And inhale your left arm up. Inhaling and exhaling, deepening the stretch, following the gaze of your fingertips, and then coming down on your left shoulder. Placing your right arm down for leverage, extending your right leg long, and then binding behind you with your right arm. Rolling back, pressing down into your left shoulder, feeling the shoulder work. Inhaling and exhaling, trying to match movement with breath. Come up on your right arm, let your right leg meet left, and come down into your puppy pose. Come up on fingertips, stretch the arms forward, crown of the head, down on the mat. Feel the extension and the elongation in your spine. Take a few breaths. Slide down on your belly into a prone position. Extend your left arm and roll over onto your left shoulder. Your left leg is straightened, your right leg is bent, and eventually you can bend your left leg just to feel comfortable, to feel balanced. You can bind behind you, and it's almost a counter pose to thread the needle. You're working another part of your shoulder, relaxing into the pose, feeling the stretch, no tingling, just feeling a good, deep stretch. Taking a few breaths, and then placing your right arm on the mat, coming onto your belly, crocodiling your hands, bending your knees and windshield wiping from right to left. Extending your legs long and moving over towards the right side of your mat, extending your right arm and rolling backwards using your left arm for leverage, bending your leg, keeping the opposite leg long and binding. And then moving your right leg in, bending the knee a little bit just for balance, for leverage. You can place a towel roll under your neck or a block if there's any discomfort in your neck area. And again, allowing the shoulder to melt into the mat, feeling the deep stretch. Taking a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling, and then using your left arm to help roll you back onto your belly, crocodiling your arms again, lifting your knees, and then windshield wiping. Releasing any tension in the spine. Extending your legs long. Moving your hands down alongside your hips, underneath your hips, palms facing up, preparing for Ardha Shalabhasana, the locust pose. Inhale, pressing your pelvis into the earth, and inhale your right leg up. Find the breath. Inhale, press your pelvis into the earth, and on your next inhale, let the left leg lift, reaching out through your toes. Change the position of your face, tilt your chin a little bit forward, and move your hands more in the hip creases, And then as you inhale, lift up both your legs. It doesn't make a difference how high you go, as long as you're feeling the stretch. Crocodile your hands again, windshield wipe your legs from right to left. Extend your legs long. Press into the earth. And return to a table position. Inhaling and exhaling. Moving the spine, moving the vertebrae in your cat dog. Coming to neutral, moving your palm prints up. Tucking your toes and coming into your first downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Connect with the breath. Bend your right leg, bend your left leg. Find some energy in this inversion. Inhale and lift your right leg. Bend at the knee, gaze under your shoulder. Open the hip. Straighten the leg, right leg meets left. And inhale your left leg up. Bend the knee, gaze under the shoulder. Find your hip opening. Straighten the leg and lower the left leg to meet the right. Roll the hips forward, roll the chest forward, and find plank pose, gazing over the front of your mat. Drop your knees, bend your knees, and come up on your knees. Step your right leg in between your hands and prepare for a half split, Hanumanasana. Lift the toes as you move back and then roll over let your torso roll over your front thigh. Inhaling and exhaling. Deepening each time you move forward. Rise up, Anjane Asana. Hands in front of your heart, and then twist to the right. Pressing your palms together, helping to keep your balance. Return back to the center, hands alongside your right foot, and then move it back to meet your left leg. Move the spine. Inhale, cat dog, and then move your left leg right in between your palms, right and left. And Ardha Hanumanasana, the half split. Move back, toes pointing up towards the sky. And then let your torso drape over your forward leg. Notice the difference from side to side. Inhale up, Anjane Asana, hands down in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra, and then twist, pressing your palms together, feeling the deep twist in your waist. Hands placed on the mat, and then move your left leg to meet the right and come around to a seated position. Press the soles of your feet together. Move them away more than you would in a Baddha Konasana, and let your arms come through your legs into a tortoise position. A deep groin stretch, a deep hip stretch, but a modified version of the tortoise pose. Inhale and exhale. Let your head drop as is comfortable for your body. Gather your legs and then move with your palms behind you into a windshield wipe. Come up to your next downward facing dog. Press your heels back as far as is comfortable. Let your spine be long, your head in between your arms, and gently walk your hands back towards your toes. Hang in a ragdoll. Move from right to left. gentle sway. Reacquaint yourself with your surroundings. And then bend the knees and inhale up, circle the sun, a gentle back bend. And move your hands in front of your heart. Tadasana, the mountain pose. Pause for a moment, find the breath before you circle the sun. Let yourself come down, hands to the mat, half lift, and then circle the sun again. Hands in front of your heart center. Step the right foot back, right foot forward, left foot back, and inhale your arms alongside your ears. Warrior 1. Open up to Warrior 2. Arms extend along the heart center. Gaze over your front fingertip. And then find side angle. Back to Warrior 2, and then your triangle. Let your shoulders be stacked, your left hip moving back, and your gaze towards the sky. Reverse your triangle. Gaze up towards your fingertips and breathe. Circle the front foot, lift the left leg and let it meet the right. Bend your knees and circle the sun. Hands in front of your heart. Anjali Mudra hands. And find Tadasana again. Inhale softly and exhale. Circle the sun and come down to your mat. Half lift. And rise up. Step your right leg back, finding Warrior 1. Inhaling, arms alongside ears. And then opening to Warrior 2, sliding your right foot back just a little bit, extending your arms, gazing over your fingertip, finding your side angle, extending your arm over your head, and your left arm floating in front of you. Triangle pose. Right hip moves back. Eyes gaze up towards your right arm. Legs are straight. And revolve your triangle. Gazing up at your left fingertips. Circle your front leg, lift your right leg and let it find its place next to your left. Circle the sun. Hands in front of your heart center. Inhale, Uttanasana. Half lift. Uttanasana. Step your right leg back, your left leg back, and find your plank pose. Feel the energy radiating through the soles of your feet, then drop to your knees and find child's pose. Extend your arms long in front of you. Let your forehead reach the mat. Find the breath. A gentle inhale and exhale. Tabletop position. Your right leg extends behind you on an inhale, and then find your shape for pigeon pose. Extend your left leg long behind you. Your right leg is bent. You're gazing over your front mat, and let your swan sleep. If you can come down to your arms, feel the extension in your spine. Your left leg is far back as you can place it. Take a few breaths. Gently lift your torso. Reach behind and place your left hand on your left foot, drawing your knee in towards your hips. Gaze in front of your mat and release slowly. Let your right leg unfold. Let it meet the left and extend it out, finding some circulation. Inhale your left leg, let it fold in front of you, preparing for pigeon pose. Extend your right leg long behind you. Come down on your torso, find your shape, and then let your swan sleep. Inhaling and exhaling, finding comfort in the hips, but feeling a deep stretch. Trying to feel the length in your spine as your forehead softly grazes your folded hands. Inhale and lift your torso. Bend your right leg. Let your right arm reach the right foot and feel the extension, feel the stretch as you gaze over the front of your mat. Let the right leg release. Come up, hands behind you, and windshield wipe the knees, finding some movement, realigning the spine. Come down to your back and hug your knees in for a moment, making circles in one direction, making circles in the opposite direction. Extending your left leg and hugging your right knee into your elbow. Knee to chest pose, Pavana Muktasana. On your exhale, hug your knee in deeply, and on your inhale, release. This pose helps aid with digestion. It's a good pose, a good shape to do after a heavy meal. Release your right leg on the mat and do the same with your left leg. On your exhale, bend the knee into your chest, and on your inhale, release just a little bit. Hug both knees in tightly to your chest. Inhaling and exhaling, calming the mind, calming the central nervous system. Releasing and letting go, breath by breath. Extend your arms in a T position and let your knees drape over to the right. Use your right arm to place and help your knees fold closer to the earth. Your left arm is extended and your gaze is towards your left arm. So your neck is rolled if it's comfortable for you, gazing at your left arm, or you can keep your neck pointed up towards the sky, whatever feels best in the moment. Inhale softly and gently, letting the body settle, letting the mind quiet. Let your knees come back up to a neutral position and then drape over to the left. Your right arm is extended now. Your gaze, if comfortable, is towards the right arm. Your left arm is holding your knees in place. Find a gentle breath, inhaling and exhaling. Come up to a neutral position. Circle your legs in one direction, circle them in the opposite direction, realigning the spine from your twist. And then extend your legs long and tall. Flex your feet into a waterfall. Open to a V and point and flex your toes. Feeling a stretch as you point forward, and feeling even a deeper stretch as you flex your foot. Hold the point, hold the flex, move in whatever direction makes you feel happy, and then move your legs back up towards the sky and circle your ankles in one direction, circle your ankles in the opposite direction. Come to stillness and just breathe. Arms alongside your body, legs extended towards the sky. Feeling the lymph drain through your body, nourishing your body, being kind to your body. Settling in. And then finding the outer edges of your feet, rocking from side to side in your happy baby pose, finding stillness. Bending your knees and pressing them down towards your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Find stillness for a moment. Find repose and peace. Let your legs come together, rock from side to side, circle from side to side. And then extend your legs long. Let yourself, let your body, let your mind and your spirit prepare for its final pose, Shavasana. Find stillness. Let your arms fall gently along the side body, palms facing up to receive. Back body pressed into the earth. Feel nourished. Feel supported by the earth. Let your breath quiet. Let your breath be gentle. Thank yourself for coming to practice, for honoring your body. And rest in stillness. Begin to awaken gently, moving fingertips, moving toes, rocking side to side until you come to your fetal position on the right side, letting your heart be close to the earth, using your right arm to support your head. And then press into the earth with your left arm. Come up to a comfortable seated position. Place your hands in front of your heart center. Place your hands by your third eye. Mother of the waters, Mother of us all, sees a new beginning flowing over all. Mother of the waters, Mother of us all, sees a new beginning streaming